Welcome to a brand new episode of the Real Life Podcast, a member of the Nation Network of Podcasts and delivered by DoorDash.
Welcome to Real Life, everyone.
What is going on right now?
I think that I'm in love with Matthew Tkachuk.
Are you guys all drunk?
Welcome in.
Hey, Nick's married to Sansa Stark, right? That's his love
Nick
interest?
Jonas?
Nick Jonas?
Maybe. I'll look it up.
Okay,
Jonas.
Weird intro.
Wanted to carry on the conversation we were having before the podcast started.
No,
we were not having
Is it
that.
Joe Jonas? Who's married to Sansa Stark?
Joe Jonas.
Which Jonas?
Sophie Turner is Joe Jonas's wife.
That would be Sansa Stark. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So before the show, I was testing levels, which led to a conversation about songs that include levels in the title. That
was
went
only
to,
one song.
Yeah,
that went to
when you
Avicii.
when you think of a song, audience, let us know. When you think of a song that's titled Levels, are you thinking of Nick Jonas or
Avicii.
departed too early Tim Berg, aka Avicii?
Or Skrillex.
I think of the Meek
Avicii.
Mill song Levels.
Meek Mill's new album sucks, Chalmers. What do you think about that?
Not good.
I don't listen to it. I don't like Meek Mill at all.
Yeah, there you
like
go.
at all. I think he brutal.
Avicii, not brutal. If anyone's seen that documentary, watch it. The guy was, yes.
Oh,
Avicii
we should
is.
just have a bed of music playing underneath this whole thing.
Tyler, could we set that up, actually? Like when you were on the radio and there would be ads and you would have that like
Don't go too long. Can't get sued.
rockin'. Like, no, we could do some royalty-free beds.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
I thought
Oh
that
my
I thought that you
God.
could play the music until they said a word and then you had to pay for
I
it.
think you get 15 seconds or something.
In Radioland, we had licensing on AM radio to play 1 minute and 15 seconds
Of any song.
Of any song that was in our music library.
I just play Hey Jude every morning. Just a minute, 14 seconds of Hey Jude. Isn't that the most expensive song for to pay for out there? If you're going to use that song in a commercial.
I don't know what I think for like our podcast, since we wouldn't own any of the music I just played, like I think it is like 15 seconds or
Yeah,
something.
15 seconds. Avicii was the Mozart of our time.
He was great. That documentary is heartbreaking, though.
Very heartbreaking.
It really is.
But the guy was such a fucking talent.
Mm-hmm.
Mozart. That's my hot take.
There you go.
Avicii.
Tyler. Avicii
All right.
equals Mozart.
Here's my hot take.
What's Joe Jonas or what's Nick Jonas in relation to any kind of classical composer?
I have no idea. That's just I only know the one song of his, and it's Levels.
Yeah, well, shame on you.
I was going to give some love to the HGA group as well.
Well, of course.
They are the presenting sponsor of episode 324 and a lot of episodes to come of the Real Life Podcast.
I got a call with Taylor from Gray Street Media, which is under the HGA umbrella later today, to help us with our new revamped media kit.
I'm eating a pack of rockets I got from a box of Halloween candy.
Do you know that in the States those are called Smarties?
No.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
I just learned something.
And
Because there was this
Smarties don't exist there, right? I'm choking on the
Yeah, like Canadian Smarties that you think of, the chocolate candy does not exist there in its current form.
Yeah, and that's, okay, so trust me, I'm a Canadian through and through.
Mm-hmm.
But Smarties do not hold a candle to M&M's. They do not. They do not.
Straight up Smarties versus the original M&M. I take Smarties.
No, the chocolate in the M&M is much, much better. Much better. But you know what's interesting about Smarties is subconsciously I can think that different colors taste different.
Same with Fruit Loops, I bet then.
Yes.
Fruit Loops are all the same flavor.
Oh, I could really pull the lime out of the green ones.
That's just your brain tricking you.
Oh, it's a powerful tool, the brain.
is.
It's amazing what you can convince yourself of.
Absolutely is.
So can I get back to, can I just give everybody the answer as to what the most expensive song ever licensed is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've been.
So
on pins and
Conan
needles here.
O'Brien,
That's what I was looking up, but I couldn't
Oh,
find
in
it
his
quickly.
last show.
to get
that's
back
right.
at NBC for his last show ever, when Adam Sandler came out, he rolled him in a Bugatti Veyron or whatever you call it, playing the most expensive song at $500,000, which was Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones.
Because I also know he spent, I'm seeing here, he also spent six figures, doesn't say, on the use of Lovely Rita that same week by the Beatles.
What a guy.
Oh, lovely Rita Meter Maid. Wow.
I love Conan. That's great.
That's a good move. Fuck, talking about making some Rolling Stones. Remember to Start Me Up with like Windows
Start
97?
Me Up!
Yeah,
They must have made a
Huge
fucking
bang.
oh geez, just bags of
The fact that those
Beatles
guys are on their touring right now.
oh my god.
The Rolling Stones.
They're like 98 years old.
Yeah, they're 2,000
They
years
know
old.
the secret to longevity. I don't know what they found
are
out.
the
or
same
what-
age as
Cocaine and
Mozart.
cigarettes, apparently.
Yeah,
Legendary
JD,
market.
cocaine, heroin, cigarettes.
I like where this is going.
Yep. And drinking the blood of the innocent.
Well, yeah.
I tweeted out a poll for the Smarties M&M's question.
Oh, how are we doing?
I was not paying attention. I'll give my answer. What did you ask? What's
Smarties
better?
or M&M's?
Oh, M&M's by a fucking
But
right.
just
Chalmers.
OG,
Quarter mile.
just
But the best-
OG M&M's. You can't have any of the variations.
What?
OG M&M's versus
That's
OG
fine.
Smarties.
That's
Yeah,
way
that's-
better. Like
yeah.
Smarties are
Yeah, don't even get me started on peanut M&Ms. Like those.
Yeah,
that's
peanut
the
M&Ms
those
are
are
legit.
next level.
Right in the
Smarties are
garbage.
like the ugly stepchild of the chocolate covered.
Wow.
The thing that
family.
made me laugh, though, is because you're eating Rockets right now, which are called Smarties in the States. So the reason I found out that Smarties don't exist in the States, the ones that we think of, is I was reading a news story about American kids getting suspended for crushing up Smarties and snorting them.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
that's.
But I was
you're
thinking
like, how
that-
do you do that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, how are you animals snorting chocolate candies?
That
That's how
is
I
the
learned.
yeah. So, Kate, you only have Rockets because you bought that for Halloween candy to give out, correct?
No, my girlfriend loves Rockets.
Are you serious?
What?
I see those for 2 weeks.
Jeez,
right
probably-
around now,
is she
every
a
year.
candy corn girl too.
No, but yeah, I saw them at the grocery. I was like, oh, Amber loves these. So I bought a big ass bag of Rockets and I
Well,
knew she'd crush them.
I'll give you props for being a good boyfriend,
Yep,
but
that's a
I'm
nice
going to
boyfriend.
question Amber's taste a little bit.
Yeah, I've learned something about
We'll
her
need to
today,
unpack
though.
that a little
They're
bit.
literally
Favorite
just
snack
straight
is a
Can we
chalk.
phone her right
A
now and ask
chalky
about her love
sugar.
of Smarties?
Let's see where it
AKA
came from, how she got it, what's the backstory.
Does she also love
how
those
many does she
weird
eat a
orange
week?
toffees that nobody likes?
Orange. Oh, you know what? I can kind of get
Orange
behind
toffees.
those.
Nobody
With the
can.
little
He's
ghosts
lying.
or whatever
Yeah,
on
I
them?
can kind of get behind those.
Nobody does. He's lying.
But I said kinda, not full
Yeah.
on support.
You know, like the square piece of like caramel. What were those things called?
Yeah, the little clear wrapper on them.
Yeah,
Yeah, those
Those,
are
were,
legit.
those were like sticking to the teeth.
Yeah,
madness.
yeah, yeah.
Those are legit,
But
though.
so
Yeah,
good.
dentists
I
love
ate
those
about
because
a
you have
ton of those
yeah.
last weekend.
Well, it is Halloween
Yeah.
coming up, so
That's
I guess
a gateway to a cavity. You know what? I'm proud to announce I'm gonna fucking humble brag because the first time in my fucking life I'm doing this. So this
Full
must be
chocolate bars.
At my
Nice.
household, it is full
you
chocolate bars.
you moved into the right neighborhood for that.
I feel proud because like that
should
was
feel proud.
Well,
What-
man, I remember as a kid, it would the rumor mill of the house with the full size chocolate bars would just spread around. And then you'd get there and it was too late because they got ransacked.
Are kids gonna know how to get to the jungle that your front yard is? To
Well,
get to your
that's
house?
up
That's
to
a very
them.
good question because when I went and picked up the golf clubs this summer, now we're talking months ago.
How long did it take you?
I got to Jay's house and I'm like, where do I go?
Yeah.
So I just was sitting in that little area out
Yep.
front, waiting
Yep.
patiently.
We inherited some interesting landscaping
It's
at our house.
unbelievable. It would be best described as a Japanese Zen garden.
It is.
A lot of a lot of those covered bushes that you can mold into pretty much anything you want.
yeah.
And they just there's this small walkway. It's just it's tranquil.
It's
It
the
is.
word I use.
It is a Zen den.
going. Yeah, it's nice.
Go retweet the pole bag milk.
I haven't been invited back after I made a mockery of his pool party.
No, that's not true. I would actually love to have a nation team party. A nation team party
I'd
next
enjoy
summer.
that.
We'll do it in the summer.
I accept the invite.
Oh, actually, I'm going to take this chance. I had a chat with Business Dad, and I were in a full day workshop yesterday as he's trying to improve me being a better person.
Which is the reason there was no episode yesterday. Everyone was fucking getting on me on
loved
Twitter
that
for it.
Everybody was blaming Tyler.
Oh
yesterday.
yeah, fucking Yaremchuk pushing my favorite podcast.
No.
Jesus, Surveyor
What
Brett's
is the
got
hashtag
me.
again?
Avoid the grind
Okay.
was in
Yeah,
full
well,
circulation.
and it was avoid the grind. We could not avoid the grind. Wanye, Business Dad, and myself were in a full day workshop as we look to tweak and improve things as a company. But Business Dad would like to invite the real life crew to the hockey game
When?
because real life is what brought him to us.
And that's something.
Yeah.
That's a little dose of real life right there.
Yeah, it's a little dose of real life. He'd like to host us the hockey game.
Oh,
So
I'm
he's-
in. I'd love to go to hockey.
He
with
extended
Business
that
Dad.
invite yesterday, and I thought I would publicly invite you guys. I don't know why I did that, but whatever.
What game? We don't know. We're just going to a game.
That's
exciting.
Yeah, I'll give you the like maybe the November 18th game. I don't know what day that is.
We can post about it on our stories.
We
give me
should
3
document
weeks
it.
to work up the courage
We should document
what?
it.
to go to Rogers Place. I'm still nervous, man.
That's fair.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Wanya's
I'm not going
probably
to say anything
gonna
about
go,
that.
is he?
That's fine.
I'm
He was
admitting
just in
it
a
here
stadium
and
with 100,000 people and then went to a bar that was 3 stories packed with another 100,000 people. So we're all at different levels here.
now.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. I've got 3 shots of the vaccine in me.
Yeah.
And I put it to the test, and
He's feeling
I
fine.
am
He's feeling good.
I'm happy to report that it clearly works.
Which is even making me more mad because the reason I didn't go on this trip was because my nerves got the best of me. And we were a little worried about getting stuck there. And now to find out that you guys...
It was seamless.
Yeah.
Can I?
Seamless. And actually, the flight down, being able to connect through Calgary, was just a pleasure.
Yeah.
Why do you have your Google Maps open right now, Chalmers? Where are you going?
No, you know what? It's 'cause I Google map everything. I Google mapped
From the basement when we took a piss up here?
Yeah, just to find the bathroom in this place. Well, I literally Google map everything. And it's not because I don't know how to get there. I do it. It's just like a habit because it tells me what time I'll be there. It always tells me what time and that's pretty much it. I always know where I'm going.
Nice. I like the challenge of beating the time.
Yep. I
Yeah.
will check it. I won't even use
It's
Google Maps.
impossible
I'll
these
check
days.
it before I go. I'll be like, all right, says I'm going to get to the office at 12:35. I'm beating that fucker. And I'm
It's
out of there.
impossible. You can maybe beat
It's
things
really
by like a minute.
smart.
It knows.
It fucking knows when you're gonna like where I really like in the city. I like to beat it, but like
a long road trip.
I've on a long road trip. Like I'll go to I'm like, okay, I'm going to Moose Jaw. How far is it again? It's like 760 Ks or whatever, and it says like it's gonna be 7.5 hours. I'm like, fuck.
But
that.
so, like,
I'm
every
driving
20 minutes,
130 the whole way.
Yeah.
And when I divide that
Allegedly.
in, I am there in 6 hours. Sure as shit. Google fucking knows I am stopping at the A&W in Lloydminster.
Yeah, but
Google
no, see,
fucking
that's,
knows I need to get gas on the outside of Saskatoon.
No.
Sure as shit. It's within like 5 minutes accurate. I think I'm going to shave an hour off the thing.
No, because you usually make up, if you're going around like 125, 130, and the speed limit's like 110, you will beat a minute around every 25 to 30 minutes. You will shave a minute off.
Yeah.
And so if you do that for like a 4-hour big
Whoa,
trip.
whoa. It all depends. That is tough to quantify because I think it has to all.
Hold up.
It's simple math, but
Let me do some Yaremchuk math. Yeah. If you're going 120 kilometers an hour
oh god.
compared to 100 kilometers an hour, what am I getting at here?
In 1 hour, you've gone 10 kilometers further.
One
No,
Then
20
we do it.
kilometers further. If
You
it's
just said
120
120 versus 110.
No, 120 to 100. So you're
So
going
you
20
drive 100 on the highway?
So you're going 1/5 faster than it thinks you're going. So
So then 1/5.
I
So
need a
take
whiteboard.
1/5 into 60 minutes, and what do you get?
I don't know.
14.
13.
So every 14 minutes, you're making up a click.
Yes,
per
but,
10 Ks
yes,
an
but
hour.
it's not. No,
I think we just
no
deciphered
highway in this country is 100. It's all 110. So now let's do
highways that are
math.
100.
that. Single lanes are 100.
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yes, yeah. That's okay. Whatever.
And that's the other thing that I rely on Google sometimes is it always has the speed limit up in the top left corner of the maps.
That is true. It
So
is
if
nice.
you're driving and you don't know what the speed limit is, just quick look.
You really trust that?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, because
Google
I-
gets
so
me
I
around
drive-
the information highway.
Yeah, I drive out to like Seba, just past Seba a lot these days because I have a project out there. And there's a spot where it changes to 80. And then for about 1.5 kilometers, I think it's something like that. And at 110. And legitimately at the sign.
Is that Gainford? You drive through Gainford, Alberta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it at the exact sign, it changes to 80 on my phone. And then at the exact sign, it changes back to 110. So yeah, I do trust it. But it doesn't account for construction zones.
Fun fact about Gainford, Alberta. Now, I was too young to be able to participate in that, but who hasn't driven through Gainford, Alberta on their way to
Most people
Jasper
probably
or
wouldn't even
Hinton?
know.
But when you do, you see there's a hotel.
Yes.
And that hotel is no longer operational.
They're doing
but
work on it.
Hopefully it comes back because that was the target hotel for Drink a Small Town Dry.
Why
So
would
have
that be?
you ever heard of like Drink a Small Town Dry where you get like a bunch of people get into a bus? I was too young. I was hearing about it and I couldn't wait to become of age to be able to go and do something like that. But Gainford was always the target town.
Can I go back to something very important we didn't touch on? What type of chocolate bars are you giving away?
Yeah. good
Oh,
question.
okay. So I'm
He bought the 4-pack. He probably bought 2 4-packs.
No, I didn't buy them. So I'm happy about one of the bars we're selling. Shit, yeah, we're selling full size chocolate bars.
Kid shows up. That'll be $1.25.
So despite this comes in the package. So despite my love for M&Ms, I've got Smarties, which has been renamed Scaries.
So I know what the pack you got is.
I've got Kit Kats, which I
Amazing.
love.
Yep.
Love Kit Kats.
Yep.
And Coffee Crisps. And the thing about me and Coffee Crisps, I used to love Coffee Crisps.
I do.
And then what I used, and I think I got get back into, but I used to eat them so much. And what I used to do is I used to pick them apart and eat each layer individually. And one of the layers I kind of got, I know it's fucked up. And then one of the layers I kind of got sick of eating, and I just got sick of Coffee Crisp because of that one layer. So then I would eat a Coffee Crisp and just taste that one layer. So hopefully time has healed all wounds and I can get back onto the Coffee Crisp.
So there's a 4th bar in that one. Do you remember what it is? It's not like a Wonder Bar, is it?
I think there's only 3. I'll have to go investigate. I'm not allowed to eat any, so
My wife bought the one, and it's a Crunchy, a Mars, a Snickers, and
You also give a full-size
Wonder Bar. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
a good bag.
a good one. I'm coming to trick or treat at your house.
Really? Because that one...
I like Mars.
Well,
and I like
of course
Snickers.
you do, because you like Smarties. It is Snickers better than Mars all day.
They're interchangeable for me. They're on the same level.
Did you see the meme of the Mars bar going around where there was the vein? They call it something else. But
there was a veinless one.
It was a veinless Mars bar.
It just looked weird.
It would look weird.
It really did. It really did.
Wow.
Well,
And
I'm proud of you guys for giving out full-size chocolate bars because you're going to make a bunch of kids' days. I remember personally charting out the full-size houses.
Yes.
No.
Going back a couple of times, maybe a costume change in there. You have to watch your inventories.
So yeah, when I oh wow, that looks weird. Tyler pulled it up.
Oh man, I'm not gonna say that full sentence because some people listen to this.
Throbbing is in it, and then the rest it rhymes with.
No, you're good, Charles.
Okay. Doc Schmain.
oh jeez. I grew up downtown until the age of 10.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Yes. No. There's an Aero bar in there.
Oh, is there? Oh,
I like
fuck.
Aero.
Aero bars are legit.
Aero bars are legit.
Aero bars are
I
great.
like that.
Actually,
And you
that's
know
a
what?
great pack if you get rid of the fucking Smarties.
And if I'm really gonna nerd out on arrows, I love the mint arrow.
Mint Arrow is my favorite chocolate bar. That is an elite chocolate bar.
Oh yeah, mint chocolate is legit. I know that's a polarizing subject because a lot of people don't subscribe to that. I'm willing to accept that, but mint arrow is legit. After 8's legit. Mint chocolate chip ice cream.
God, it's such a bad time too to be on a diet where you're just trying to get healthy and trying to be skinny again, and then Halloween rolls around and you got full-size chocolate bars just staring you in the face.
I was on TikTok the other day, and there was a dad. He went full dad mode, and he was giving kids full 2-liter pops for Halloween.
God.
2 liters?
Yeah, that's
Jesus.
huge.
Where do you even store all of that?
So that's funny you say that. He had his garage basically floor to ceiling,
Idiot.
full of 2 liters.
Oh
and
my
he
God.
developed a series of pulleys
Oh, I saw this
and
guy.
to bring them up,
yeah.
and then he shot them. He had a shoot.
just taking
my
kids out.
God. Yeah, those
Are people
pack-
doing the
like
ramps
that,
this year? I
Like
hope
that
not.
weighs a bag down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're just done.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not doing a kid any favors there.
No, and again, what's the kid gonna do? Like
Take
get
the Mentos that he got from the other house and then just put it in it, and there's going to be pop all
a
over
can
the
of
city.
pop is
still
like
wanna do
I
that.
think that's like a refreshing treat for a kid as they go around trick or treating.
Yeah, but if you're
get
a
home.
kid and you get a 2-liter, that's jackpot.
Can I tell you something about
It is.
or is
that
it too much?
It just
But
made
dragging
me
it around is
when I just thought about the Cokes and the Mentos and making a mess on Halloween and just what kids do to cause havoc on Halloween. The city of Edmonton, they make a lot of mistakes.
Okay.
wow.
This is a
Getting
big one.
political.
This is a big one. No. It's not going to get political. So since we've had our new garbage cans and our new recycle cans, we have one day in this fall and one day in the spring where we can put out yard waste.
Oh, I thought they gave us 2. I think got October and November. They gave us 2. I think
We haven't had one in our neighborhood yet.
we had an October one,
We didn't.
or maybe a late September
Well,
one.
you
or
guys
something.
got more bushes than us. So what they did to us was just, I don't think that's cool because the guys come really early in our neighborhoods and they did it on November 1st. So a bunch of people are going to put out a bunch of bags of leaves, all these paper bags of leaves all over the streets of Edmonton on the night of Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
That is just a recipe for kids to go around.
That is
Shenanigans.
So,
shit's getting fucked
shit's
up.
getting real. Like, my neighborhood is going to, like, everybody's going to do so much work to clean up their neighborhood. And I guarantee we wake up November 1st and there's leaves everywhere.
I took hot dog for a walk last night.
And if I just gave
so
a
many
kid
bags of leaves out there right now. Yeah.
If I gave any kid the idea to do that and you do it, shame on you.
Credit the Real Life Podcast.
Shame on you. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And they go to Chalmers for a full-size chocolate bar.
Yeah, do it.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I'm going there for a Snickers or a Wonder. Wonder Bar is also a delicious. Anything with peanut butter.
So,
really
like, I
wins for
basically
me.
have to wake up at like 5:30 in the morning.
Do
and go
Wonder
put that
Bars have
stuff
peanut
out.
butter in them?
Yes.
Doesn't every chocolate bar have peanut butter in it?
Every chocolate bar should have peanut butter in it, and I'm sorry for you with a nut. Those with you with a nut allergy, but it's true.
See, and I don't like Reese's cups.
No, they're
They're too rich for me. The peanut butter's too much. Peanut butter's a complimentary winger.
Yeah.
It's not a play driving centerman.
So
Well done.
I like Reese's peanut butter cups. I do not like Reese's Pieces. I feel like they're not the same peanut butter. And it's funny, Reese's tried to make their peanut butter a thing. Like it's to your point, like you just can't lather a bunch of Reese's peanut butter on a piece of toast. But in a delicious little cup, or even the king size ones. And now they even have the ones, this is the only time I'll tolerate a Reese's Pieces. They have those ones where they've got Reese's Pieces in the peanut butter cup.
It's the worst thing you could give out.
What's the worst?
Yeah, what's the worst
Box
thing?
of raisins?
Fucking love raisins.
Fucking candy
wrong with
corn.
you?
Candy corn sucks.
Candy corn sucks. Raisins are good.
Candy corn is just sugar paste.
The glossettes,
I love
I don't
glossettes.
mind glossettes.
those fuck. I
Junior
love
mints.
those.
I'm like a cinnamon. I'm like a raisins in everything. People don't like them in their cinnamon buns. I don't.
Oh, I love
them
mint cinnamon buns. Yeah, they belong there.
What's the other thing?
Raisins have a place.
Oatmeal
trust me.
cookies?
Yeah,
Oatmeal
yeah.
raisin
Oh,
cookies?
God, yeah.
Fuck
Well, how can you
Yeah.
have an
I
oatmeal
love
raisin
Hello.
cookie without raisins?
True. It's for true.
I don't want your
down a bit.
candy corn. I remember when I was a little kid, there was a handful of like ladies down there where I lived that would give you bags of pennies. Fuck your pennies.
Whoa.
Why would I want your pen?
Well, now they might be worth something.
Yeah, maybe.
Copper's going up.
The other thing I like,
Those orange caramels, I don't want those.
generic gumballs. You know, you'd always get those. It'd be like one in the pack. They're like the pack's like the size of a toonie, and just be one gumball. You're like, what am I? I'm not fucking eating this thing. That's garbage.
Or
Trying
hard
to
as a
think.
rock.
Peanuts,
Yeah.
maybe? Like
Just a handful of peanuts? Loose peanuts?
Yeah, just a couple shelled up peanuts.
shelled
like,
peanuts.
I
I've had those
love
before.
peanuts, but like,
I like
when you're a
shelled
kid, you're not looking for peanuts when
Nobody
you're trick or
wants that.
treating.
No, I don't think so. Or like back in the day, this was a 90s thing. Tyler, did you ever experience people giving you just homemade baked goods for Halloween? Like that's
No,
the thing
I-
that
That's
does
not
fly
trusted
these days.
anymore.
Now, yeah, that's not safe now, but like, there's some good fucking bacon out there.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I would eat the homemade baked
If
goods.
yeah.
society was in a better spot,
There was a
it'd be
lot of
great
trust
idea.
back then.
There was. You're not getting that now. Like I saw a thing going around on Twitter advising parents to be wary of kids eating edibles.
I just
Oh my
don't. I don't
God.
buy that at all.
I never even thought about that. How are you going to know?
Okay, but like,
Well, they'd have to
Who's
use
giving-
a package.
who's
In
giving
this
away
economy,
weed?
who's giving out
do you know how expensive edibles,
edibles
are?
are?
What if it's an accident, though?
Well,
Then you're
they're
an
pretty.
idiot.
Unless,
I mean, there would be,
unless
like,
you
the-
made them.
No, they're pretty. Yeah, that's what I'm.
But like,
Then you would know
What are you
because it'd be
making?
just a square thing of gelatin, sugar.
But even if it was in the package, you would still know.
Oh, in the package they say on
Yeah,
them
it's
like
a big weed leaf on it.
straight up wheat. So.
Yeah, like you always see that it's like, oh, be wary. Like people are trying to trick kids into eating weed, and it's like, who's doing that? Maybe I'm just like blind to an actual issue here, but it's just like, I don't know, man. I ain't giving out any of my edibles,
Yeah.
and
Nope.
they
And
are
if you
not
are giving out edibles, please let Tyler know where.
and
you
also
are.
like
yeah,
they
where's
would
the edible house?
Send
they
your
would not
address.
Then
be
find the full chocolate bar house.
for right after. Yeah.
And the baking house, because at that point you trust it.
Yep.
You'd eat anything.
All right. Should we get into some of the topics I'd prepared? Because none of this was all just riffing.
This riffing, you know what? You can thank fucking Nick Jonas for all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
You
Yep,
could.
that's true. It's all Nick
Nation
Jonas's
meme
fault.
team, someone do a flow chart of how today's conversation got here, because I don't remember.
Me neither. But here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
It's good to be me right now. And you know why? Woo. You want to know why?
Your construction business is thriving.
Fuck that.
Okay.
You construction's fine.
You enjoyed
Construction's fine,
caulking
but it's
today?
a hell of a mess. I did some caulking today.
Caulking?
That's very nice.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's about sports. My two favorite sports teams are both undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
Right
you
now.
are flying high.
Flying high. Right now, the Arizona Cardinals at 7-0 at this point have a 90% chance of having a playoff game, a 65% chance of having a home playoff game.
Oh, I mean, Chalmers is going.
Meaning, the last time the Cardinals had a home playoff game was against the Green Bay Packers. And me and my father and my brother and my brother-in-law, who also owned the tickets with myself, we went there, and it was the best football game I've ever seen. Aaron Rodgers we lost, but Aaron Rodgers threw a Hail Mary in the last second of the game to score a touchdown from like the 40-yard line. It was unbelievable. And so it's just exciting because at the beginning of the season, the Cardinals were slated to a lot of pundits saying they were going to be the worst team in the league. Like, didn't stand a chance.
This year?
This year, there was people saying that the worst teams in the league would be the Detroit Lions, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know. I guess people just didn't trust Kyler or I don't think they knew that, like, J.J. Watt, big name, but what was he going to do? And, like, the defense is injured and they're still amazing. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see that they're real. After week 4, you're like, are they real or not, right? Like, is this a Carolina Panthers fake news? Which turned out to be true. They're fake news.
They're fake news.
And they're the most exciting team in the NFL to watch right now. In my opinion, they air it out. They get Zach Ertz, a guy who was just put up on the shelf.
Great trade.
And felt great trade. And so it's an exciting time. And, so we were supposed to go down there. I was supposed to be down there with my family for this Thursday night game. And I would have had guilt going to it because the tickets that are in our section are selling for $565 US.
And I'm guessing you don't pay that much for them.
Not even close. We pay $119 a ticket for them.
So are you offloading the next couple weeks?
No, my dad is there, and he's
LC is just gobbling up all the prime earning time.
He's going to go with a friend. We've had some prime earning time so far this season.
Yeah.
But then in the next week, my brother is going with his family. My brother-in-law is going with his family over Christmas, and then I was supposed to go to this Thursday. But because I'm the only one that has kids that are under 12 years old, we obviously have the vaccination problem, the quarantine problem. So then we decided we would go after New Year's. That's week 18. If they make the playoffs, there's a chance they don't even play their starters. So now we're maybe not going to pressure this. My kids are just at the perfect age to go to a football game right now.
Is that the chance for them to go undefeated?
Right. So there's a lot of factors, right? There's a lot of factors. My kids, they'll have a good time at the game, right? This Thursday night, it was going to be perfect. Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's a good time. And then my second favorite team.
I was wondering if you were going to even bring them up.
No. The Oilers, man. It's really nice to be in a group chats where you really don't have to defend anything. And you just have Maple Leaf fans in there and they just
now is because I've been making a lot of Zach Hyman memes.
I was going to say something else. I'm sorry.
Well, why would you even say that now?
I don't know.
Okay, just keep rolling. Keep going. Zach Hyman.
What are you doing over there, Chalmers?
Oh, I say stuff. And then sometimes I don't think of it first. And then I realize halfway, and then it turns into something really dumb. But what were you going to say?
I've just been having a great time making Zach Hyman memes for The Nation lately. Part of The Nation's IP, by the way. And
clarified in today's earlier meeting.
Yes. The memes I make are owned by OilersNation.com Limited. I'm just having fun seeing all the Leafs fans being tagged in the Zach Hyman content we're making because he is starting the season on an absolute heater.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Oh, my God.
He's so much fun to watch, too.
He is. It is amazing the effect he is having on our team. And it kind of leads you to believe he's the same player that was in Toronto, but now he's just on the Oilers and is just way better.
Because he's an Oiler.
Exactly.
Obviously.
100%.
And what's funny is he says, we talked about depth and we talked about that with John Scott. We talk about it with our friends. We talk about our scoring, our forwards, our top 6, our bottom 6, all this shit. We always had to defend whether or not they were elite and whether or not our bottom 6 was getting better. And then you get a quote from Nuge saying, this is the deepest team I've ever been on. Now, I know he's always been with the Oilers and it's never been deep. But coming from him,
he knows things.
He knows things.
He knows things. He has been through it all. He has seen the shallow end. Now he's in the deep end.
So What's our prediction for tomorrow night? So obviously the Oilers have had themselves quite the bonding.
We need to talk about that. We need to. Yeah.
See, I'm
Is
a
this gonna-
little.
and deservedly so. 5-0.
But you know they got after it.
I'm not worried about them coming back like hungover or
I hope
anything.
they slept for 2 hours in total for their 3 or 2.5 days
Yes.
in Vegas. Because you want to know why? You celebrate the wins, 5-0 start, especially some of these gutsy wins they had to pull off when they,
Because they weren't perfect.
they weren't perfect, but they're getting it done.
Yep.
The team is gelling. Zach Hyman is just a breath of fresh air, and just what a lovely, nice human. And I feel like that's infectious, let alone his hard work on the ice. But I expect the boys to be. Oh wow, we signaled around here. I expect them to be still a little tired from their trip, and that's okay. And so if they come up a little flat, I expect them to come out a little flat because everyone's saying, well, they're young and they had a couple days to skate. But that's, sometimes that lingers.
But I hope they don't, though, because I'm looking at, they're playing the Flyers tomorrow.
Yep.
And the Flyers are 2-1-1 right now.
Yeah.
They've lost their last one. They're giving up goals. This is an opportunity for the Oilers to turn this into 6.
Oh, 100%.
And I don't see a reason why they shouldn't.
I think the Oilers should go 82-0. But if there was a night that they end up taking off, I could see it maybe being tomorrow. We got Cat coming home.
That's
Cat a hat.
Cat a hat. That's not even where I was kind of going with this. What I was going with this was like, this was a bonding thing after 5 days, and clearly
The team is a
5-0.
unit now.
The team,
Is a fucking
you bond
unit.
over that no matter what. So then you go to this bonding trip. What if a couple of guys figured out they maybe don't really like each other? Maybe the honeymoon period is over now because they went to the bar and had
somebody
some
was
shit.
annoying at the club.
So, you know
somebody
what?
was
It's
annoying at
funny
the
you
club,
say that.
right?
I kind of thought about that. But you know what? There's like everyone would be in such good spirits because of the 5-0 start.
Right.
That I don't think any of the
You ever gone?
the dark cloud would come out.
You ever gone on a vacation where you're like going to a wedding in Mexico and there's a bunch of people you don't know,
Yeah.
but there's also your group of friends,
Yeah.
and night 1, night 2, you mingle in with the other people and you really connect with somebody like
You're having a good time.
like another group of dudes, and you guys are just like super, and you have the best 2 nights, and then like by day 3 you're at the pool and you're kind of like, fuck, this guy's kind of annoying me now, and then by day 4 you're like, I can't stand this guy anymore, and then by day 5 you're just like, get the fuck away from me, straight up.
So,
Like,
But that would have happened like in training camp.
I would say maybe in previous Oilers lineups that would exist.
This is a lovable team.
I truly fucking feel, man, that
Lot of
this
love.
team is fucking Magellan. They're so gelling.
I
hope so.
yeah, and I'm just like I say, I always just kind of think
So
about
your
these
theory,
things.
though, is just like they're
I
out.
don't have a theory.
They're out in
I'm just
Vegas
throwing
and,
it
like,
out there, saying like,
Cody Cece's fucking irritating everybody.
See,
Yeah, exactly.
enough of you, bro.
He keeps throwing snake eyes on the craps table.
Yeah,
at
like,
the
what if-
inopportune
what if some
times.
clicks-
The inopportune times.
What if some
You
clicks
gotta
were
park
formed?
that because I'm sorry. I don't fucking care if you are. I don't care. I don't care if you're Justin Bieber. I don't care if you're Connor McDavid. If you make my fucking craps table cold, you're gonna get the
and-
fucking snake eyes from me, and I'm gonna be upset temporarily about you.
Yeah, what if like
that's what I mean.
if Cody Cece hit on 16? Wreck the table for everybody.
Hitting on 16 isn't always bad.
It's pretty much always
What?
bad.
That's such a Cody
we're
Cece
talking-
thing to do to hit on
It's always
16.
bad. Unless you're against like
So
a 20.
what if Cody Cece's icing the table is what you're saying, and all of a sudden people
Something
are
like that.
Listen,
Something like that. And what if these cliques were formed and our boy Yessie is like the Nail Yakupov, no friends in the room now. He's riding the heater. He might start coming. No, I'm not in any of these cliques that formed, and now his play drops off because he's feeling left out.
I'm going to steer this away
Wow.
from that. And I'm just going
Like
to say,
I like, but that's also like okay. It's
called Beyond Hockey.
Yeah. But let's.
This is
let's-
a relationship
But Charles,
Yeah,
not wrong in talking about that. But let's talk about the other side of that.
Absolutely.
because this could even galvanize the fucking.
let's do it.
Right, but
I
that's
love
the thing.
both sides.
Maybe Yessie is throwing nothing but fucking 8s and 9s on the
Yep.
crap table,
Yep.
keeping the field happy.
everybody's going.
Everyone's buzzing.
Like a
Yessie doesn't even have to
10-12
speak.
toss.
He
Sixes
doesn't
and
have to
eights are
speak a word. He's
legitimately
rolling
the least
fucking
amount of
hot
odds you can
fire.
win. So maybe throwing 5s and 9s would be better.
8s and 9s. Eight's the second
Eights and
likeliest
six.
number.
Maybe you got
Eights
a
and
couple
six
of
are the
guys-
most
6 and eights.
likely, so they're the least payable. You get more
Yeah,
money
but-
if you're throwing 5s and 4s and 9s and 10s.
But you know, like, whatever, man. It's about
the energy at the
Craps
table.
is about not losing and hitting numbers. That's what it's all about. So
Maybe you
as
got
long
some
as you're not
guys
losing,
just dipping
I don't
their
fucking
toes in.
care. Roll any number possible.
They're playing the field. spreading it out a little bit, and Jesse just keeps rolling, the big grin on his face. Who's not having a good time
Leon
at that table?
goes,
I'm having a
hard
good
eight,
time just talking about it.
Hard eight, yesa. Puts it on hard eight, smacks it.
See, what if Yessa's had a couple drinks and somebody says, hard eight, Yessie, and he goes, the name's Yessa. Now all of a sudden he's like, this fucking guy keeps calling me the wrong name.
Well, they
Fucking
probably
Cody Cece doesn't know
well,
my
they
name.
call him pool party. You know that internally, so it's fine.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, do we know
Fact.
that?
Fact, like the team calls him pool party?
Like documented fact,
I'm
and
gonna need a
it's
second
on
source.
NHL.com.
Second source.
Really? I didn't know that. I see, and I always
I'm
thought that
making
was
that up. I can't believe you're rolling with me on
Frank.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't think that was
Yeah,
correct.
Yaremchuk walked right into that.
I don't
I
even
thought it was
know
a dumb
what they're calling him. What do you think they're calling him? Pools?
I think they just call him Jay. I bet you. Like, hey, Jay.
I bet they call him JP or something.
JP, Pools,
Yeah.
Yarvs.
Yarvs.
Yarfs.
That would be a very hockey boy nickname.
Well,
Yarvs.
Yarvs.
They
Or
always
Yarvy.
talk-
Yarvs.
they
Yeah,
always
because
talk-
Yarvy takes the emphasis.
Yarvy.
But names in hockey names are always ending in an ER or a Y. to
No,
make it
or an
better.
S.
Like,
Well, that's
No,
what he
or
needs
an
to be.
S.
Yarvy. Yarvy.
Yeah,
Yarvs.
like
Yarvs.
a guy named like Pavel would be like Pav.
what do you think they call Connor?
Davo.
Davo.
Yeah, they call him Davo.
Yeah.
Davo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I heard. Well, it's the same thing as when.
It was like Kyle Turris, I think, who said it in a press conference. He was like, Davo played great tonight.
It's the same thing when we found Leon said they call Ryan Nugent Hopkins Nuggy.
Yeah, that's great. That Nuggy's cute, which the Nuge deserves.
It caught me off guard.
I
as
feel
all.
like Nuggy and Davo are like, you know how you get your
Davo.
first Davo, sorry, are like nicknames, but then they start to take on a life of their own. They get like
Yeah, they change
They
it,
get
yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
what's the word?
Iterations.
I would call him
Iterations.
Master
That was the
Commander
word I
Mac
was thinking
Daddy.
of.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Commander Mac Daddy.
I call him the game genius.
Anyways, I really think that it's going to be fun to watch Philadelphia.
yeah.
You know, new team,
Yeah, the American team.
American team.
It's
Yeah.
been kind of fun watching.
It was
different
fun
teams.
watching Vegas. I mean, it was a good time.
Arizona too.
Arizona.
Change it up,
Yeah.
and then back to Vancouver on Saturday.
Yeah, we got to come and yeah, we got to show Vancouver.
So
what's
how
up.
is Philly? What are we looking at for odds for that game?
As you can see on our trusty monitor in studio, the
Again?
Oilers are minus 185 on the money line and minus 116 to win this game in regulation.
it's
I don't like
gross.
either of
Shout out
those.
to our
Props.
friends at PointsBet.
I don't
love
like
points
either of
bet.
those.
No, those are
Not a
all
lot of
gross.
value.
Play the props. What's McDavid over 2.5 now? That is
They're going
that
down and
stock
down.
is plummeting.
Not posted.
It's like Tyler and I were talking about it on the other day. How you can't even bet on him to get 1 point now because the odds it's just not worth it.
Well, some books,
ridiculous.
most books don't even offer anymore.
Yes, it was minus 600 last I looked. Like,
Yeah,
there's no point.
you could bet $10 and win $10.60.
A couple of things on the Oilers betting front. They started the season at 25-1 on PointsBet to win the Stanley Cup, already down to 14-1.
Shit.
Started the year at 5-1 to win the division. They are now the favorites to win their division at plus 145.
So what's even worse than that is I had somebody who isn't exactly a bettor online, so didn't really know how to do it, but they called me to ask me how they could put a certain larger amount of money on the Oilers.
Yeah.
And so I walked them through it and they said, well, could you just look and tell me what the odds were? And it was only plus 1,000. It was only 10-1 on the sports book to win the Stanley Cup.
Ooh, you were getting shafted. Then PointsBet had them 25-1
For real.
Yeah, started the year.
This was a plus 1,000.
They had them sandwiched down in this Minnesota,
You have
Washington,
it on
New
there
York.
on your on the last page you were at. If you go to Hockey Futures, that's what it's at. I know, and I was shocked by that.
9-1 is what this book
9
has.
now. Wow, it's 9 now.
Man,
Jesus.
everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid.
Well, like
I wrote that in my piece down on Oilers Nation. I was like, hey, it's not just Oilers fans like randomly believing in
no,
this
the
team.
league
Like,
is watching.
the league's watching, baby.
It's but man, like
What's the power play at right now?
fucking 900%.
It's like 47% or something
900%.
stupid like that.
Like, is that even like it's fucking like what
I'm
we're
gonna
watching?
keep-
Remember when
right
I
now
said
is
40%
insane.
and everyone laughed?
I'm going to
and
keep
laughed.
asking these questions, so keep that page open.
47.1%.
And what are we in goals for in the league right now?
Goals for.
Fifth. Tied for fourth.
Oh, we're right on your bubble after 5 games. We're right where you need to be.
But if we do it per game, they're third.
Yeah, see, like
Tied for second per game.
with how many?
And goals for.
4.6 goals for.
Oh,
per
goals
game.
against,
4.6 goal. That's
It-
fucking.
If we're going to look at just. If we're going to look at it. The goals against, though, needs to come down probably. Half a goal per
the
game.
shots again. We're letting a
shots,
lot of
Tons
shots
of shots.
happen.
Like, even
that's
against
the thing.
Vegas, they were a depleted lineup, but the Oilers still gave up a ton of shots.
What,
Well,
so
they were
what do we
tired.
think? Like, what do we think? How has there been news about how long Smith's going to be out for?
Skated today in full equipment, came out, took a couple shots, immediately left practice. So
Not
probably
comfortable.
not a great sign.
No. So
But Big Miko,
I mean, he's look good.
the Meek shall inherit the crease.
Who said that before
How
you did?
dare
You
you.
said that.
I just made it up.
You did not.
Yes, I did. Because I always call him Big
I
Meek.
see you.
Oh.
It's not bad. It's pretty lame, but it's not bad.
Nico Koski.
Are we going to? So, what's our week schedule coming up here? What do we got going on?
Yeah,
I haven't
Philly
looked.
tonight.
I know that.
Philly tomorrow.
Or sorry, Philly.
Philly
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
And then not till Saturday?
Yeah.
Nothing Saturday. It's
It's
a light
weird. It's
week
like a
this week.
light. It's a real light week.
Because I'm still used to last year's schedule where it's 3-4 games a week
Oh, it
every
was
single
So
week.
let's talk at the beginning of the podcast. We talked because
we
of
always talk
because
about
of
Nick
the
Jonas.
smart people of Edmonton by 0.1% voted
Oh, thank
to
fuck.
keep daylight savings time the same way it was. We don't have to have 9 o'clock hockey games on Saturday night.
That was
So-
way too close.
and it
for
would have been
comfort,
8
though.
o'clock
way
the normal
too
nights.
Okay.
close.
Here's the other thing I'll say. I think the wording of this, Chalmers, because you talked about this on a previous podcast,
did.
was very confusing because I'm seeing this whole, it was 50.1% to 49.9%. And it's going to stay the same now. We are not going to have 9 o'clock Oilers games. But all four of us are in agreement that would have been bad. My entire family is in agreement that would have been bad. My girlfriend's entire, like, I don't know. All my friends, everyone I've talked to is in agreement that this would have
But
been
not
bad.
everyone was voting thinking about Oilers games.
I know,
Think
but I'm
about-
just saying, like,
think
I
about the
have-
farmers.
I haven't even
Think about the
I
farmers.
haven't encountered anyone who voted for things to change, and I'm just like, I think the wording of the question threw so many
Do you
people
think
off.
coffee futures would have gone up in Edmonton?
Because then it would have
Yeah.
been dark until like 10 a.m.
Until
Yeah.
like 10.
Yeah.
People would have been drinking more
Well,
coffee because it would have been harder
fuck.
to get up.
Here's the other thing.
I was pumped for Little Brick.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
the other
And
side of
Nation
that
Coffee,
too.
which I think we still sell.
So the wording of the question, quickly,
Allegedly.
the wording of the question was posed as: do you want daylight savings time or standard time? Basically, no, it wasn't.
Do you
or.
wanna move off of daylight
Do you want to
savings time?
move off of daylight savings time? Or no, do you want to stick with daylight savings
Yeah.
time? And
Oh,
the
yeah.
answer is no to that, because daylight savings. Do you want to go with daylight savings time over standard time? And we all think that we're in daylight savings time right now, but daylight
not.
savings time
We
is
haven't-
actually not changing the clocks and keeping it to the one time
Yeah.
all
No,
year round.
Daylight
like
savings time is changing the clocks.
But yes, you change it from standard to daylight. And the question was,
Yeah.
do you want to go just to daylight? So the answer to your question, to that question, is no. We don't want to go to just daylight
So we would
savings time.
change the clocks and never change them again, or
Yes,
not
we'd
change
stick
the
to the
clocks?
one, and we'd stay in
So are we talking about 7 o'clock games or 9 o'clock games?
9 o'clock games.
9 o'clock games.
Because we fall behind here right away. That's the change to daylight savings, because we're injecting more daylight into the day. Like instead of
Yeah,
it getting
fall back,
light
spring ahead.
until 10, it'll now get light at 9.
The other thing too that I was thinking of outside of sports was how depressing would it be to wake up on a Saturday or Sunday? Like I usually get up around like 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday or Sunday. How sad would it be to sit there in darkness for like 2 hours on a Saturday or Sunday? That would dampen your whole weekend.
Yeah.
Well,
I
now
just-
you would know what it's like to live in Scandinavian countries.
Yep.
I wouldn't want that.
I don't like going to work and it's dark and then leaving and it's also dark.
Well, yeah. So yeah, but you definitely do that.
Yes.
If we fall behind,
Yes.
you have a chance of seeing some daylight. If we
Yes.
don't,
Either way, I'm taking vitamin D pills, Tyler.
Okay.
yeah.
Before we keep moving on, need to give some love to our friends at twigandberries.ca. Promo code Nation15 gets you 15% off. End of summer sale still going on. Or start loading up almost ODR season. I love their ODR line. Very nice, very comfortable.
I love the ODR in the ODR line to double down on ODR. I can't wait for the ODR.
We need to, now that we're all like in studio again and all that, we need to get out there. and
We
play
will
some hockey.
we will have a Nation Christmas party again, and we will
Yeah,
play
we
some
missed
outdoor
out.
hockey.
Like that's one of my favorite days every year is the Nation Christmas
Yeah, it's
party. It's
great.
just a fun day, and we didn't
Well,
get
and
to
the
do it
gift
last year.
exchange.
The
Like,
gift exchange is the best.
The gift exchange at our Christmas party sets the tone for the night, because there's always something there that gets embraced
Yep.
and utilized throughout the night, whether
Yep.
it be Drinko or something else that I can't remember, but there's always something.
Or even just the stealing of each other's gifts. How we do the gift exchange. There's always one gift everybody wants, and then
Yeah.
only one can get it.
That's like in The Office when he had an iPod and
Exactly.
everybody wanted the iPod.
It's-
Did you guys already say that?
No, but this is
Wow,
every
you
year
really
we
tuned
have.
out.
I
You go to
tuned
your
out there
phone.
for a second.
Wow.
Every year we
Whoa.
have one iPod.
Yeah.
Speaking of clothes, though, Tyler, today's the 20th anniversary of the Todd McFarlane Oilers jersey.
Most overrated jersey in Oilers history.
Really? I liked it.
I don't like it.
That's an awful jersey. It's an awful, awful.
I liked it because it was different.
flying from the sky like
Garbage.
What is the cog? What does that even mean?
It's just a cog around an oil drop to represent a meteor.
And it had the 5
and you know
spokes
what?
for the
What
5
was it?
cups.
If there's ever a time to have something that shows speed, it is now with Connor
It looked like-
Davo McDavid on our lineup.
What was the team that
Slash in.
Spacely Sprockets used to play? Cogswell Cogs?
Cogswell Cogs.
Look like their logo.
Jetsons. Ever watched the Jetsons?
The Oilers have
He has
a.
no idea what the Jetsons
Have you ever
are.
watched the Jetsons?
I know who the Jetsons are.
You know who they are? Is it they're
you
real
ever watch
people or
I kind of like know the theme song, but I couldn't like tell you an episode.
they
Whoa,
need
I don't
to
even know
make
the theme
a
song.
real life Jetsons? I will watch the fucking
Oh,
shit.
man.
boy
Why don't they
Leroy.
do that?
What's that?
I sang a little bit of the theme song.
You
The
said
boy
his
Leroy.
boy Leroy.
God, you know who'd be a
that's
good?
not how it
You know who'd
sounds.
be a good
Oh, yes,
George
it is.
Jetson?
It is, but I don't think it's. I don't think that line sounds like that.
You know who'd be a good George Jetson? Actually,
Ed Sheeran.
no. Phil Dunphy. Modern Family, and then the wife would be a good Judy Jetson too from Modern Family.
Oh fuck! Maybe Modern Family
Was the Jetsons.
They didn't have Rosie though.
Need a Rosie.
Need Rosie, and you need a Futuraka cycle.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
We built a modern day Futuraka cycle. It's called Dog Patch and Bread and Butter right below us. It's delicious.
I've been here twice, still haven't had a piece of bread. Still haven't had a nice
Wow.
buttered
Man,
bun.
you know what you need to do?
I had a cheese and ham
No,
bun.
you know what you guys need to do? Have a fucking bun waiting for me up here.
We've got
What?
We've
Well, I
got
don't know.
we have
It's
got
you
your
fucking walk
kryptonite
past
downstairs.
it on your way in.
It's called hospitality.
We
I don't know.
have your kryptonite. We got cheese buns down there, man.
Oh,
we got the
Jesus
pizza
Christ.
ones and then the
pizza
ham
buns
and cheese
are
ones.
so
Fucking
good.
good.
I just
Bread and
crushed I had time for a 2-minute lunch. So
I was going to tell Chalmers to go get
Those
himself
are
a
the
French onion soup and a
best.
bread bowl, but you already disparaged the French onion soup.
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
not
while
going to
ago.
do that.
Well, then do the chicken stew, man.
No. I would do the pizza cheese bun. Get a little, just get a little warm, and then a little butter on top. Oh,
You don't even need butter, man. They're so good. Just pop them in the microwave for 15 seconds.
tell me what I need.
Yeah.
What I don't need.
Like, fuck. I tell you, man. My willpower is at its max
Can I be honest?
effort right now.
I'm actually, so we're coming into the office again now. I'm legitimately nervous. The other day I went in through the bar side and up because the bakery is a problem for me, Chalmers.
So you went past the alcohol?
I can deal
Congrats,
with
They
man,
can't
'cause
serve-
I'd be
they
going to
can't-
the
but
bakery
they
all
don't serve
day
till
long.
10 a.m. They don't serve till 10 a.m.
No, okay.
Yeah, like, but I
saw
can
a
walk
tap
by the
pouring
bar.
a pint at like 12 on a Tuesday. I'd be like, this could be a long day.
Man, that's wow. I just thought about our Christmas party. We just
right
like,
here. Oh, it's right. It's a one-stop shop.
oh
this year.
my god,
The
Yeah.
rink is right there. It's just down the road.
that's nice.
There's
I
a
feel
bar
you, I
in
feel
the
you on
office.
the beer though, Charles. I can say no to a baked good. I have a harder time saying no to a
the
nice
smell
cold
of the
pint.
fresh
I have a
bread
hard
that
time
does it.
saying no to both, so deal with that.
Just come in the back door then.
Yeah. Well, I get here.
I wasn't doing anything.
I get here.
Don't look at me
I
like
get
that.
here early that I don't have a choice but to enter via the rear entrance.
Well, dear diary. Can we talk about, you brought up the McFarlane jersey. You know what that made me think about?
No, God.
The Tom Brady ball. We want to talk about the Tom Brady ball.
Yeah, I know. I posted
Can you
about it on
explain this to me? 'Cause I don't know what happened.
So here we go.
Yeah.
Tom Brady throws his 600th career touchdown in the NFL.
That's good.
No
Yes.
other quarterback has thrown 600 touchdowns in the NFL.
Never ever.
Realistically, how
never
much longer
likely
is he
will.
going to play for?
Oh, as long
Who
as he
knows?
wants, man.
Anyways,
Man,
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Couple more years. I don't know. That's the million dollar
Okay, sorry,
question.
Tyler. I cut you off. Go ahead.
Mike Evans catches the ball,
Yep.
goes and
Who's
gives
Mike
it to
Evans? Just some guy?
a
A wide receiver, the best
Just
wide
some-
receiver on the team,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I see.
He goes, gives it to a fan in the stands,
wearing a Mike Evans jersey.
wearing a Mike Evans jersey.
A warning message popped up on the sound. Just want to make sure.
Yeah,
that
we're still recording.
Oh, I thought you were pointing out that somebody's backing into a parking stall out here.
Oh, shit.
Should we watch them parallel park?
See, look at how fucking they could have just wheeled in straight and had no problem. This is now a 38-point park.
See, this guy doesn't know how to do
Oh,
it. This
my
dude's
God.
backing
See, this
in.
is
Somebody
why you
video
don't
this
back
guy.
Might
in.
hit that van.
Take a
Somebody
photo.
video
Exactly.
this.
Take a photo of this.
Oh, he's got hedges in front of him. He looks like Austin Powers
Yeah,
now.
and then scrub-
You've missed the best part, though.
Oh my God, this is like 900 points. This is why you just pull straight in. That would have been
my God.
so easy.
Tight with tight.
Oh wow.
Oh, he's got a guy getting out.
Oh,
yeah,
You are
that's
not
good.
built for this.
Needs eyes.
Open the window. Open the window.
No, I'm not opening the window.
I got to tell you, you're not built for this. You're not made for this life.
You are not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy.
Not that guy.
You're not a backer inner.
That's well. It's because you should be a
Puller inner.
Puller inner? I don't know.
So as you see right now, this door is open. If he backed up, it would knock the door off. I actually saw that in person once at a gas station where a guy was like, he pulled up too far for the hose and he went to back up to line himself up and he knocked his door off.
Oh, no.
These people are causing a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, anyways,
Tom Brady ball.
Tom Brady.
God.
Mike Evans.
So Mike Evans gives it to a fan in the stands.
Wearing a Mike Evans jersey.
Yes, kind of an irrelevant
Bag
detail.
Milk,
but
listen. Stop looking at
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm just ready to jump in with updates on this backing up situation as they happen.
Yeah.
So
true.
then a member of the Buccaneers organization or whatever goes up to the guy and wants to get.
Now what?
He's trying
Oh
to pull
my
up.
God.
Oh,
They're
no.
still doing it?
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
There's a dog in the backseat.
That was very close.
That was very close to hitting that van.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, Tyler, go ahead.
Never back in, folks.
Well, back in if you know how to.
But he's
back
got
in.
the size of, like, between him, just so I can paint the picture for everybody. This is not a full half-ton truck, but they are parking between a dumpster and a car.
There's enough for
with
a
There's
plane.
there's room for
stalls.
2 cars.
2 stalls,
Yeah.
and they're just going to give up.
Is
at
that
this.
not
Yep.
employee only parking there?
That
Well,
dude-
maybe they're delivering something.
that dude's
poorly.
just giving up there. Eh? He's like, "Fuck this! I'm not moving again." He's just going to take up both those stalls.
All right, Tyler. Sorry.
Okay,
Tom
you're
Brady.
not. You.
Okay, so he's in the parking stall now, like very poorly. I might
I'm
add,
trying
but now
to
we
get the
can
story
get back
Poorly.
to Tom
No,
Brady.
but you missed the part about where the guy goes up to Mike Evans on the bench and is like, "You gave away the football. That was his 600th football." And Mike Evans is like, "Holy shit, I gave it away!" And he's just like, his face is priceless. So now go on to the
Yes. So
Buccaneers guy.
Buccaneers guy comes up to him. They obviously want the ball back because it's a historic football, right? Darren Ravel, in the meantime, has tweeted that this ball is worth $500,000. So this guy gives the ball back at that point, right?
Yep.
He did give
Yeah,
it back.
He gives it right then and there.
Gives
with a
it right
handshake.
then and there with a handshake, assuming an agreement would be made on what he's going to get for this ball.
First mistake.
First mistake. Although I'll get into that in a second.
Yep.
A couple days have gone by now. The deal has been finalized. So here is what this fan is getting in exchange for that 600th touchdown ball.
And you're saying that it's estimated if it went to auction, it'd be worth $500,000.
Yes.
That's what Darren Ravel
It's
is
never going to
reporting.
auction. They want it for the Hall of Fame, or Tom Brady will have it if he decides. He can decide to give it to the Hall of Fame. But the estimated value of that ball at this very moment is $500,000.
Okay.
This guy is getting 1 Bitcoin from Tom Brady, $63,000 in value. 2
US.
signed Brady jerseys and a signed helmet, estimated around 10 grand. A Mike Evans signed jersey and his game cleats, estimated around
Game-worn cleats
$2,000.
from that game, yep.
$1,000 in Bucks store credit, season tickets for the rest of this year and next year, estimated around $20,000. In total, he's getting back about $100,000 worth of stuff.
So he left $400,000 on the table. Is what you're saying.
Okay, but my
20% commish. I think that's fair.
I think it's fair, and
think it's
also I wonder if there's not language when you buy a ticket that says if you are given some blah blah blah, like we hold the rights to whatever you get from the stadium.
Do you want to be the guy that, like, essentially you didn't steal the ball, you were given it, but, like, do you want to be that guy?
Also, I have a feeling.
Yeah,
I think if this went to court, he could be forced to give up the ball
So
anyway.
exactly. So here's what I'm saying.
Hey, possession is 9/10
yeah,
the law,
yeah,
bro.
It absolutely is.
Good
but that
fucking
is,
luck.
it says on
Squatters' rights.
on the football, property of the NFL.
Yeah.
And when he went to leave the stadium, if he did not make a deal and they wanted to take it right there from him at the doors, they probably had every right to do it. And he would have got nothing. Now, the first offer that he got, the first news story that came out of what he was getting was only the $1,000 gift card to the Bucks store. And people went crazy. They were like, Tom, you
crazy.
gotta make this right. Like, this is unbelievable. $1,000 gift card, not even cash, like just a gift card to the Bucks store is not enough for this fan.
Credit to Brady and the Bucks as well
Yes.
for going to this length. I think like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy,
yeah.
Yep.
this guy eventually getting 100 G's worth of stuff.
It's
is-
crazy.
is
Just
very
for going to the game, essentially.
It's a very good story.
And yeah, it's a very good story, because just think about this. If Mike Evans doesn't go and do that, that person gets nothing.
yeah.
Right? So now that happened, I think this is a
Wow.
life-changing event for that person.
And
Like,
a fucking Bitcoin too.
what's I'm saying? Like, it's money, it's signed memorabilia that could be worth money, or if you're
Hell
just
of a story.
if you're diehard, and then you're the person connected to the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the other fun part about this is that last night on the broadcast of Monday Night Football, the Peyton and Eli version of it, they had Tom Brady on.
Yeah.
And Brady even said that this guy should not have given that ball back without a deal. He's like, he gave up all of his leverage the minute he did it. And Tom wasn't implying like, I wasn't going to make it right. But like, he's saying basically that the minute he gave that up, he gave up his leverage, but we were still going to make it right.
Yeah.
So in that moment,
But that
when
makes it seem like
Bucks
he
guy-
could have walked out of the building with it.
Exactly. So if it
would've
was me,
ran out of the
if
building.
it was me, I would have said politely no to that guy. I would have said politely no. I would have, like, if I said no, he probably would ask me for my number and stuff, like my contact details. I would have quietly and slowly gotten up like I was going to get a beer and gotten the fuck out of there.
Me too.
I really would have.
I would've slipped out an emergency
I would have
exit.
left because
I would have left too.
Yeah.
But
First
then,
of all, you could get robbed.
but then you're the person that did that.
Yeah,
Like,
but what-
I think
yeah, but-
this is
okay.
this is like the best case scenario.
Can you search up who Barry Bonds' baseball?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He hit it. Yeah. They hit it out of the park, right? Didn't it go in the water that one?
No, his record hit setting one went just into the crowd, I believe.
And what did the guy get for it? Like that's what I would like to know. Is like, this is great that Darren Ravel keeps updating us on what the real story and what they're really getting is, but the next tweet or the next Instagram post that I want to see about the ball is, what did the next most important piece of like ball that went out of a crowd go for?
So the Barry Bonds one was caught by a 21-year-old named Matt Murphy. And that one went up for auction and was sold to a fashion designer named Mark Echo for $752,000.
Echo clothing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, guaranteed.
To which,
but what did he get? What did the 21-year-old get is the question.
Yeah.
Bear with me. Vamp while I'm reading this article.
Okay, here we go. Eck famously put the ball's fate in the hands of the internet. He sent out an online poll asking fans whether he should give it to the Baseball Hall of Fame, brand it with an asterisk, or send it into space.
Branded with an asterisk. What a beauty.
This is the purchaser of the ball.
No,
did
this-
it. So he spent a shit ton of money to be able to do that.
So the kid that
Echo
caught
did
it,
that?
Matt Murphy, is the one that put it up for auction, eventually earning a small fortune.
Hey, did you mention
Wow.
that he got 2 season tickets for the rest of the season to the Bucks too?
And next year.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I thought I missed that part.
Mark Echo drew plenty of public backlash from his decision to carve an asterisk on Barry Bonds' 756th home run ball. But the Hall of Fame still accepted the ball.
Does anybody know where the Wu-Tang album is?
Only one per.
Well, Shkreli, Martin Shkreli had it. And he would, Shkreli or whatever his name is.
Peter Shkreli.
He would go on Instagram and do an Instagram live every so often and like play it in the background, just like one song. And then if you were on that Instagram live, you heard it. If you weren't, you didn't. No rebroadcasts. But he's since gone back to jail.
So
has he
Martin
not?
Shkreli, that album was seized by the U.S. government and sold.
And
at
it's
auction
been sold. I know it was recently sold, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
To pay down, studios.
Yeah.
Shout out to DoorDash, hey? They're awesome.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Oh, ding dong, big time.
Why? What happened?
Promo code OODLE2021 gets you $7 off your orders of $30 or more at Oodle Noodle.
That was weird.
Well, we got a
Did they
game.
do something? Did they do something in this room that I missed?
No. We
What
got a
triggered
game
that?
day tomorrow. We got to prepare for. That
Oh,
is
for
good
sure.
value for a game day. I'm telling you that right now. And I know a thing or two about the inside workings of Oodle Noodle.
Yeah.
I've been telling you about. The buttered chicken mac and cheese. It is very close to launching. Very close.
What I was going to say, with that promo code OODLE2021 and it being a game day, one, don't cook on game day. Just go order
Why?
yourself $30 worth
There's
of
no
Oodle
time.
Noodle.
It's not a
Hopefully
9
you
o'clock game. There's no
manscaped, so
time.
it's not so bad
And-
down there when you do.
An
Am I right?
8 o'clock start. You don't want to have to
Velcro.
wake up the next morning and make a lunch before you go to work. No, just get the second order of Oodle Noodle for lunch the next day.
Yeah.
One thing I did not miss about being in studio is side conversations. So fucking knock it off, Chalmers.
Okay.
The best part about Oodle Noodle is, have you ever
Everything.
poured out a box onto your plate, Tyler?
Yes, and it just stays in the square.
No, I was going to say it is a sizable portion.
It is a sizable
yeah.
portion.
So you
get yourself-
That's Sonny's will.
You get yourself a side. I'm a green onion cakes guy.
Yeah.
Then you get 2 meals.
So when we make ourselves stir fry at home, like let's ever say we do that, we cook at home and we use these pasta bowls. I know what the sizing of in that is where I should be full and I'm not going to overeat. And when I put an Oodle Noodle portion in that bowl, it's like a mountain.
Yeah.
And I know that I have
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing because you're going to have a second, and if you finish it, well,
You're a champion.
God help you. No, I'm just kidding. Your stomach's gonna be it's just a lot of food, and it's fucking unbelievable. We just had it the other day again.
Hot box with shrimp.
My kids are starting to ask for it all the time. It's
Hot
just
box
such
with
a
shrimp is my Friday go-to.
yeah,
Yep.
perfect kid food.
Delicious.
These two are on their phones now. They're so fucking sick of
Now
us.
they've stopped.
I'm multitasking because I'm holding someone
Your
up for a
Yaremchuk's
call
mad.
supposed to have 6 minutes ago.
Okay, so then do you need to run?
No, I'll see this through. I'll tell you one thing. When I met with the Airdrie franchisee, had lunch with them, only ate half my box, and then ate the other half the next day. And I'm telling you, man, next day noodles delicious.
It is.
You
it
need to
is.
fucking cool it today over
Hey,
there, man.
you've moved now.
Hilarious.
Jay. Have you unpacked the air fryer? Are you in the air fryer lifestyle?
Oh my god, I
if
have
you
this as
air
a fucking
fry your
reminder.
oodle noodle leftovers,
Who forgets to
So,
unpack a box?
no,
You've been in that house for almost a year.
Yes, bag milk. Yes, oodle noodle leftovers in the air fryer. I have a confession. I have owned an air fryer for 6 or 7 months.
yes.
I just finally used it this weekend, and my mind was blown.
Yeah, welcome
you
to
cook?
welcome to the good life.
I made wings.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is a game changer, man.
Absolute game changer.
It's a fucking. I couldn't believe it. It was a game changer. So then I had to air fry something every day.
I make wings all the time now because they are so good in the air fryer.
Because they're crispy and oven ready, or like they're restaurant quality, I should say. Unlike when you cook them in the oven at home and they get soggy.
Yes.
The other thing I don't mind doing, if you really want to get like a really good thorough cook, put them in the oven for 20 minutes. And they cook nice and evenly through, and then pop them in the air fryer for like another 10. And they're like,
Are we talking like frozen box wings? Or are we talking like
I bought
like,
fresh ones.
I bought
but
fresh wings.
and
Oh, I bought
they
frozen
took like
box wings.
and they took like 14 minutes.
Tyler, I will give you
wow.
a wing recipe for fresh homemade wings. That is legit.
Our fresh homemade wings on like a Traeger take like an hour.
Yeah. Well, that's the key.
be
So
delicious, too.
if you
They
don't
are.
have an
They're
air
great,
fryer, the key is to put them in the oven for a long time.
Yep.
You literally
go slow
dry them out to get them crispy.
It's free advertising for air fryers right now.
Well,
Probably
there
haven't
should be.
reached out to an air
Well,
fryer.
it all started from I put my oodle noodle leftovers last weekend in my air fryer, and they were delicious.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. It all started with Nick Jonas.
if you have
Always
leftover pasta, you know how you can get it like baked with cheese at a restaurant? Yeah, pasta.
Pasta
Pasta.
or pasta?
Poster.
Pillow or palo?
Okay. Anywho,
Okay.
you put it in the air fryer, leftover pasta with just some like mozzarella sprinkled on top. Fucking unbelievable.
Mozzarella.
I was just
Game
gonna say
changing,
that.
right? Clog your fucking arteries up. Have you seen that guy on TikTok, Bag Milk, the super skinny Italian dude who just eats like shit?
Who makes pasta betch? That guy?
Yeah, and he did one where he's like, "All right, I ordered some McDonald's or whatever he says," and he goes, "Here, I'm gonna give you guys a hack. You got your Big Mac. You take the middle bun out. You load a bunch of French fries into it. Eat it like a fucking taco."
I love TikTok.
Oh man, that's so good.
The best.
So we're gonna do a bet before you got to get out here. We let the betting slide. Betting's so hot right now.
I'm so fucking hot, man.
I am
It's
too.
Unbelievable.
Honestly, I'm doing really well, and it's the bet builders. It's I realized that my strategy of in the morning games of like a football, doing like a big parlay, just not smart, man. It's you got to go heavy on like one or two things.
Teasers.
Yeah, you've been saying this,
It's
and
I've made enough money so far in the NFL season off my teasers, and I don't do more. Like I don't do like crazy obscene bets, but I'm so hot with them. I'm buying a PS5 with the money I took out.
There you go. How are you
fucking
getting it? I
awesome.
thought they were hard to get.
Oh, I need to find one, but I have the money now set aside for me to buy one once I
So
find it.
what's the mode to get it? What's the way you go?
About getting a PS5?
Yeah, like what do you do?
I think I literally just need to wait till like Best Buy gets a shipment in at some point and get lucky.
Oh, I feel like you're coming to Christmas too.
Wow. If people out there know how I can get my hands on a PS5, do it. I was holding out specifically for Best Buy because I also have a couple gift cards that I wanted to burn in this transaction, but I don't even care anymore. I just want to get one.
Yeah.
I want to play fucking NHL 22.
Because I'm just going to tell you right now that everything, I try to keep up on the news of the day, but only stuff that's particular to myself. And right now, that would be supply chain and labor force. Supply chain, guys, if your kids really want some for Christmas, I know it's October 25th.
It's going to be a rough Christmas.
Go fucking get it right now. Go order it, get it, do whatever you got to do
Shit's real.
right now. And you know what? There's going to be people out there like, well, you're going to be the ones causing the problem because you're ordering everything so early. Look, man.
Dog eat dog world.
Dog eat dog world, man. You get it where you know.
This is going to be the Christmas of homemade crafts and baked goods.
Yeah, if you're not smart enough to do something about
Well,
it
that's what's
now.
coming for me. You're getting a loaf of bread from Bread and Butter.
Everybody in my
Yeah,
family.
but
is getting
CJ, I would love that from you because that's what else would I want from you, right? Bring me a nice
Nation gear.
Bring me a nice big platter
gift
of
for
like
anybody.
a thing of buns, and I'll give you something that you love. Something that you love.
Okay.
Wonder Bars.
Yeah,
This
that's
week
true.
coming up is week 8 in the NFL, just against the spread pick. So stop doing the props. Props because it's the Thursday night or too many days.
Pull up the slate for me.
Yeah, I got the slate up right here. Give me your best bet for week 8 in the NFL, then we'll wrap up this podcast.
Who are the Browns playing? I'm
The
going
Browns-
straight with the heart.
The Browns, who got the Steelers, they're 3.5-point favorites.
Fuck.
Well, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that everybody keeps underrating the Bengals. So
I don't think after this week. I think they.
no, I think they're
are
properly
legit.
rated now. They are a 10-point favorite against the New York Jets, but the Jets are fucking brutal, man.
I'm going.
Brutal.
I'm going Browns, and I actually have to jump off this podcast because Big Mike's waiting for my call, and I know he has to jump on a call in 1 minute, so I have to have a 45-second conversation.
You
with
give her Cleveland minus
Later.
3.5. Jay's in. 1 sec. I need to make sure I turn down Jay's mic. Is this one Jay's mic?
Let's talk. Let's all talk at once. So that's what talk. No, I think it was Bag Milks.
Talk.
No, still here. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh,
that was
Jesus.
me. Okay.
0 for 2.
Bag
I'm
Milk?
still going. Yep.
Check.
I'm still good.
I'm
We're
going to
good?
go Bucks against the Saints. Bucks over the Saints.
Bucks over the Saints.
I've
Minus
been
5,
so
yeah.
bad here, so I need a win here, Chalmers.
Charles, what are you doing?
Well, I think this is going to be the game that the Chicago Bears will lose to the San Francisco 49ers minus 3.5, and that's when Mike Nagy will get fired. So bet the Bears next week. Not this week, though. Matt Nagy,
San
sorry.
Fran minus 3.5.
I'm taking San Fran minus 3.5, yep.
Okay, and you want your can't miss teaser of the week from Yaremchuk because these have been hot for me in my own personal life.
Yes.
So I'm going to give you a teaser. Take the Bengals. They are minus 10.5 in New York to face the Jets. Buy the 6 points. Get them at minus 4.5.
Oh, that's a lock.
And parlay that with the Monday Nighter, which is the Chiefs. They are minus 10 against New York. Get them at minus 4. So take the Chiefs minus 4, parlay it with the Bengals minus 4.5. Bingo bango. There is your teaser. It should pay out about minus 120 or minus 110.
Wow. That is a nice bet. You're not a little worried. Like, Chiefs, man, they have looked just
Chiefs
awful.
look terrible.
Yeah.
At home, prime time,
Yeah.
extra day of
Get
prep.
right game.
Get right game, man. And minus 4 against the Giants. The Giants, they played okay against the Panthers, but the Panthers.
They did what they had to do. The Panthers we've talked about this. The Panthers are brutal.
I know the Chiefs D isn't good, but Danny Dimes, he should not be scaring anyone. I'm taking Chiefs minus 4. I love that parlay. I'm looking at a few other ones too. I don't mind if you tease the Bucks to +1 and it gets you a little leeway there. Basically a money line bet at that point. And where else could you go? The Seahawks look so rough unless they get Russ back. You could honestly go the Bills. You buy 6 on that, and it's a 7.5-point spread against the Dolphins. That's at
pretty
home,
nice.
Buffalo. So maybe that's your secondary teaser there. Is you buy the Bills and you buy who was the first team I listed there, the Bucks to +1. I know they're in New Orleans in the Dome, but Winston looked bad.
And maybe if you want to parlay one thing with it, you parlay an Oilers victory the night before. You want to make your bet Saturday early.
Oilers Canucks, yeah,
Oilers Canucks, you put a little Oiler action on there.
Yeah,
I mean,
why not?
I'm going to be going Philly. I'm going to be going Oilers against Philly, and I'm going to be going Oilers against Canucks.
bet them until they lose. That's me with the Arizona Coyotes right now. I've bet against the Arizona Coyotes every game they've played this year. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
They're so bad, man. I'm just going to keep going until they win.
They are so bad.
So bad. All right. Let's wrap this bad boy up here. We went almost 70 minutes with today's podcast. That was good.
Wow.
I think we're going down to once a week, but no one knows.
I did try to ask before this podcast
And it
started.
just got carried away, yeah.
Yep.
Who was getting carried away? How come I'm not involved in that conversation?
Well, we were just thinking once a week because there's a couple people who want to launch different things. Like Wani's doing the Oily Boys intermission show.
Yep.
Bag Milk and I have talked about doing our own show and
Yep.
all that. And you got to drive down here. There's
Yep.
Oilers games on Thursdays.
Yeah, let's go to once a week. I'm fine with that. What day?
Mondays
It would be the
probably,
Monday.
unless there's an
Fucking
Oilers.
Christ. Why Monday?
Or we could do Tuesday going forward. What's the
Monday is like the literal only day. That's a get right day for me.
Okay.
And I'm not getting right by
What's
coming
the-
down here to talk.
Are the Oilers a Tuesday team?
Most of the time
the
on a-
Oilers are a Tuesday
The
team.
Oilers are a big Tuesday team.
Let me let you into a little insight onto me. There you go. Big Milk.
I'm ready.
Friday night, licked up a cocktail.
Couple cocktails, maybe.
Maybe a couple.
Sure.
Tough week.
Yep.
Got a lot of hockey going on.
course.
We don't have enough. We want to be right for Saturday because we got
course.
hockey. Saturday night we have a couple.
Yep.
just a couple, put you to bed, watch a movie. Mm-hmm. Still want to be right for Sunday though. But Sunday night with the Sunday nighter, I like to have a couple more. Now most people don't on a Sunday. I usually live pretty clean through the week, but come Monday, that's the beginning of clean week. I'm just not in a fucking mood. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Sunday is my day to get.
So I don't know why at 1:00 I would want to come here and just like, hey, boys, let's do this.
I'm a big fan of getting hammered on Sunday.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun,
especially during the football season. Like,
the problem I'm having with it now is I play beer league on Sunday nights.
Okay.
And
that's tough.
Like my brother-in-law will pick me up, or like my girlfriend, because there's like a group of the girlfriends that all sit together at our beer league games. So usually I don't have to drive, so I'm fully free to like get drunk on Sunday and then play hockey. My problem is now though, I'm getting a little bit too tipsy watching the football. I go play hockey at 6:00, and after hockey, I feel like fucking death.
Yep.
So I think I got to give up the Sunday booze.
You know what I'll do? Sometimes if I'm feeling frisky in the summer,
what?
I'll make a big jug of sangria, have myself a sangria Sunday, pay for it on Monday.
Unbelievable. That sounds just amazing.
It sounds awesome.
It's moderation, but we're not talking like getting blackout drunk. That's the thing is, but yeah, Monday, get right day. So Thursdays, I'm always in a good mood. Thursday's a new Friday, right? Thursday afternoon, we do the podcast.
We can't do Thursday.
Yeah,
Thursday's the bigger problem.
Thursday's the problem day. So I think we got to do Monday, and then if there's an Oilers game Monday, we do it Tuesday because they don't play back-to-back Monday, Tuesday once.
Okay.
And then the people get it. We have shit to talk about from our weekend. I think Monday's a good day.
I think Tuesday's a good day. Personally, I had a way better time getting here today than Monday. Yesterday, I would not have been able to come. I would have had to do it from Zoom. Today, because Monday's always a day where you're getting everything for the week set up. But then again, hey, don't let me stop you guys.
Well, no, but
we're also going to have a TV going there, are we not?
Yeah, we are.
This is probably a discussion that I would have been a part of, not on this show.
We'll keep talking then. We are in negotiations on what day to do the podcast on. But for now,
send your DMs. Which day do you like to listen to it? Because we're not thinking about the listener too, right? Like
of course,
what do the people want.
I know what days I wake up and I got a little more pep in my step because I get to listen to something that I might want to listen to because it might be only once a week.
Sure.
They plan.
I don't want to fuck with people's routines. But you guys always do stuff on Oiler days. So if there's a lot of like Monday, there seems to be a lot of Monday games.
Their schedule's actually pretty scattered after Christmas. But like if we were to do only Mondays going forward, we'd be clear all but one day in November. And I mean, that one game against Calgary on the 27th, we'd probably be off for Christmas because I think that's the day in lieu for Christmas.
No, that's our Nation Christmas wrap-up, year-end wrap-up.
Yeah.
Year-end wrap-up show.
We should do that again. I had fun last year.
I did too. That's the one way I have some drinks. We should watch the Oilers game that night together and do it in here.
Yeah, we could do it here.
Yeah. And just watch the game, have a couple drinks, Uber home. Nice little Christmas party. Because 27th, nobody has anything on the 27th.
No.
You have stuff on the 24th, 25th, 26th.
Sure.
You're a psycho if your family does something on the 27th.
Yeah, I've had enough of you
It's
by
too
then.
much.
Yeah, I've had enough of you by
I want to see my friends again.
Yeah.
Nice that you call us friends.
Yeah, well, of course I call you friends.
All right. Let's wrap this up.
You guys are acquaintances.
Episode 324 of the Real Life Podcast. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good one.
We might be back later this week to do it. We might not. Who knows? Let us know. Let us know.
That's the type of structure we like around here.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Real Life Podcast. Don't want to miss any of our nonsense? Hit the subscribe button and give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram.